Liquidity is the main driver of the market. And what that means is that every time you see price moving from one direction to another or moving from a downtrend to an uptrend, it is simply because there is liquidity in the market. And what exactly is liquidity? Liquidity simply means money. The reason why we trade in the financial market, whether you trade crypto, forex or stocks, is because there is money in the market. And every participant in the market is also looking for money, but the institutions, the retail traders. So we have two major types of liquidity in the smart money concept. I assure you that after watching this video to the end, you're going to see that your trading knowledge have completely shifted. You're going to look at the chart differently. So let's start by defining what are these two types of liquidity that we need to pay attention to. The first one is known as external range liquidity, and then the second one is known as internal range liquidity. Most people only know about the external range liquidity, which basically liquidity that resides above old highs or below old lows, above or below relative equal highs and lows. These are the types of liquidity that most people are acquainted with, but they don't even pay attention to the understanding of how internal range liquidity works. So let me just give you a brief explanation of how this works, and then we go to the chart. You are going to see literally what happens every time price delivers liquidity from one side to another. So let's assume we have a price moving in this direction. I'm going to give an example with an uptrend. An uptrend is basically a formation of higher highs and higher lows. This is an example of an uptrend. Why do we call it an uptrend? It is basically because we see a formation of higher highs around these areas and higher lows. So once we have these, we can confidently define these as an uptrend. And then what exactly is this external range liquidity and internal range liquidity? What that means is that every single time price pushes from here to here, it creates a range from this level. Let me just mark it out for you. From here and this level. So from here to here is a range. Outside this range is what we call external range. So the liquidity residing above this old high, liquidity resides above this old high, and it resides in form of stop losses or buy stops. And then below old lows around this place, they reside in form of stop losses or sell stops. So this is the liquidity we are talking about. So whenever you see price pushes from here to here, and then retraces to this area, it picks the external range liquidity, which is this particular one. This is the external range liquidity. It picks the liquidity and then it moves outside the range. After moving outside the range, it will create a new range, which is this one. This is the new range. And then it will come back to pick internal range liquidity. This is where we form this internal range liquidity. It will either retrace to an order block, a fair value gap, or a liquidity void, because these are the three main places that price will come to: either an order block, a fair value gap, or liquidity void. So once you see price push outside to pick external range liquidity, whether in a downtrend or an uptrend, it retraces back to an internal range liquidity. So let's get to our chart, and then I'm going to show you what that means. So let's start from here. This is actually my chart. So once we finish discussing this, you're going to look at your chart differently from today. So look at what is happening right here. What we see on this chart is actually a movement of a downtrend from here to this place. So everything you see from here is a complete definition of an external range liquidity, internal range liquidity. Let's start from here. What we are seeing right here is a break of structure at this point. I hope you're watching what I'm doing. This place is a break of structure, which means if I bring this closer and expand it a bit, let me just make sure I expanded it a bit. Look at this. We had a break of structure at this level, which means we have picked external range liquidity. This is an old low, this place. We have picked external range liquidity in form of sell stop. What do we expect price to do now? It will come back to an internal range liquidity. What is that internal range liquidity? They are in form of fair value gaps, By the way, if you don't know what a fair value gap is, make sure you watch the videos on this particular playlist. There is an explanation of everything I said: fair value gap, liquidity void, and order blocks. This is a fair value gap, and look at this. This is an order block. Can you see this? So once price moved outside to pick external range liquidity, it came back to an internal range liquidity. Do you understand what that means now? External range liquidity, internal range liquidity. Then we have another movement. External range liquidity was picked. Can you see this from here to here? External range liquidity was picked, and then price came back to a fair value gap. Let me show you that at this point. I hope you're watching this clearly. Let me just adjust this one. This is a fair value gap. Can you see that price came into this fair value gap? Now, most of you will ask me, how do I know which of the fair value gap or which of these ones will work? Sometimes it will even come back to this order block, but this time around it just bounce around here. So for you to know where price may possibly come, you can use Fibonacci tool sometimes to measure the movement from here to this place, and you will expect to see price reaches the 50%, which is equilibrium. Once price reaches the 50% level, which is equilibrium, above 50% is premium, and then below it is discount. So what we see right here is almost at a discount, and then it just decided to retrace from this particular fair value gap that I mapped. So this was the fair value gap that price actually came into at this point, and then it moved down. So when you look at everything happening on this chart, is basically the explanation of everything I told you: external range liquidity, internal range liquidity, and then price had another break in structure at this point, which means we picked external range liquidity in form of sell stop here. Price came back to an internal range liquidity, which is an order block. Can you see this guy? This is a bearish order block. Price came into it, and then it traded down to this side. External range liquidity, internal range liquidity. Remember, old lows or old highs, or relatively old highs or old low. It is not definitely going to be equal, but they are relatively equal, which means they are closely equal. And then it comes back to an internal range liquidity, either an order block, fair value gap, or liquidity void. So when you look at your chart, you're going to see this happening time and time and time and time again. Look at this. What we see here is a break of structure. This is a break of structure, right? And then we had price coming back to this order block. Price actually came back to this particular order block, and it traded through it. Look at this. At this point, look at what happened. Break of structure. External range liquidity was picked, and then it came back to what? To a fair value gap. Look at this. A fair value gap at this point. Once you master these guys, I assure you, you're going to see that everything about your trading has changed. Look at this. This is a fair value gap. Price actually came back to that particular fair value gap. Let me just map it out for you. For those of you that are still asking me what exactly is fair value gap, make sure you watch the rest of the videos I explained to you. So this is a fair value gap. Price actually came and touched before moving downward. And then look at this that happened again. Break of structure again. At this point, we see price violated this level. And then what do we see? Price actually came back to this order block. This order block. Price came back to that order block. Why is price not reacting around this order block? It's because when we place our Fibonacci tool from here to here, okay, let me delete these guys, the other guys I just mapped out. Sorry, I'm using an MT5. That's why you're not seeing me making more drawings as I used to do to this particular order block. So price came back to this order block at the extreme, not this one. Why? Because when we place our Fibonacci tool, we can actually see that price at this point is at premium. So this is where price is more interested at. And then for you to have a better clue, you're going to see it in the lower time frame. Assuming this is what is happening in the 1 hour time frame, you will know that whether this level is able to hold price by the kind of price action happening there. Look at the price action happening here. At the one at 50%, this order block never really showed a sign of price turning direction or having a down movement. But at this point, you can literally see that there was a certain rejection in price, but in the lower time frame, you're going to see a struggle, and you'll literally see a shift in market structure that will align to the downtrend, and then that is where you take your trade. Look at this. This does not show any sign of rejection, but this order block actually showed a sign of rejection. This particular order block is what I'm saying. Okay, this one was not what really showed a sign of pushing price downward. So if we move further to check our charts, we're going to see all of them. I'm taking time to explain this so you can understand everything I'm doing. If you take price to this level, you're going to see that price pushed below here. That is a break of structure, and external range liquidity was massively peaked. And what do we expect next after an external range liquidity? We expect to see price coming back to an internal range liquidity. Internal range liquidity in form of what? Order blocks, fair value gap, and liquidity void. Look at this small order block here. Notice how the bodies of the candle just respected this level. The bodies of the candle respected that level and then pushed down again. And then after it came down, it pushed again to internal range liquidity. This time around, it came back to this fair value gap that you're seeing. Price came back to that fair value gap to peak internal range liquidity, and it came back from here. It moved. So it is very easy to know where price is going to in the internal range. It is either going to a fair value gap order block or a liquidity void. And which of those order block are we expecting? The ones at a premium or a discount. So it must be either above the 50% level of your Fibonacci or below the 50% level that's in a downtrend at a discount. So what we see here is actually above 50% of our Fibonacci tool from this swing high to swing low. At this level, we can see that we are at a premium. At this level, we expect price to push down. And to get a better understanding of that, you can go to the lower time frame. Assuming this is a 1 hour time frame, you can go to 15 minutes and you will see this level. At that point, you marked this particular fair value gap. This is a fair value gap that I just mapped. You will see that price is actually getting rejected. And once you see a break of structure to the downside in the lower time frame, you can take your trade from there. So basically, that is what really happens in the forex market, in the crypto market, in the stocks market, regardless of what financial market you are involved in. External range liquidity, internal range liquidity. External range liquidity, look at this. External range liquidity, internal range liquidity. What is this? This is simply an order block that we saw around this place. Why is it using this order block? It is using this particular order block because we can see that if we put our Fibonacci tool to this level, we are at a level that price will definitely respect at this level. If you go to the lower time frame, you're going to see why price will move in that direction. External range liquidity, internal range liquidity. Another one here. External range liquidity, internal range liquidity. Since from here we have an external range liquidity in form of buy stops and then internal range liquidity. Another one, external range liquidity, it came back to an order block. Internal range liquidity, at this point it pushed. So basically guys, this is what happens, and this is the foundation of liquidity in the smart money concept. If you have any question, make sure you ask me in the comments. I'll be right there to answer you. Thank you guys for watching. See you in another video.